I had really bad anxiety at the beginning of the school year, and my therapist had recommended me getting an emotional support animal. He helps me, I guess, just feel relaxed, just being able to lay down and do something, pet a dog, I guess. Puppy love is the best type of love. He helps me focus on what I need to do in the moment rather than focusing on what's in the future, like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna fail my chem exam next week, I'm never gonna make it in medical school. I focus more on, oh, I need to let my dog out, I need to feed my dog needs water. Just focus on the now.
I attempted suicide. It didn't work, obviously. So I ended up going to the mental hospital I stayed there for about a week. It was a really bad experience for me. Like, the mental hospital I went to is called Perimeter. It was horrible, but they did put me on medication and stuff, so that was good. But when I came out of there, it was kind of like I don't want this to be the rest of my life, I was diagnosed with major depressive disorder and also generalized anxiety disorder. So this is going to be the entirety of my life, I'm never going to get away from it. And I was like, I don't want to, because some of the girls that I met were in and out of the mental hospital, had horrible home lives and everything, and it's I don't want that to be me. So when I came out, I was trying to, better myself, and I thought one way I could do that is to get an animal.
For someone who is struggling with coping skills or maybe had experienced some inconsistent care growing up, the experience of learning to care for and nurture an animal can be really healing and therapeutic, because it teaches them how important it is to give nurturing care, which in turn teaches them to care for themselves in nurturing ways. It also provides things like structure and routine. Sometimes people who are struggling with mental health issues really have a hard time with just basic things like getting out of bed or doing meaningful things in a day, and having purpose is really, really important. And so an emotional support animal can provide that type of purpose, having to get up and get moving so that you can care for another creature that you love can be just the type of push or motivation that somebody needs to get out of bed and get moving in their day, which can make all the difference in recovery.
One of the hardest things that I struggled with before I had her was getting out of bed. I wanted to really badly to get out of bed, take care of myself, but I couldn't, but whenever I had my cat, she was depending on me to get out of bed, take care of her, play with her, keep her happy. So I think that kind of helped me, was having her there to be hey, I need to eat. And I would be if she's eating, then, I need to eat. And so we would just eat together, that kind of stuff. She just kind of keeps me going. It was really hard for me whenever I transitioned to college because first semester I didn't have her here with me, because I didn't know if I was going to have a good roommate or if she was going to like the dorm environment. But Zoe, she's my roommate, she kind of was you should bring her, I think it'd be good for both of us. So second semester has been going a lot better for me, mentality-wise, since I've had her here.
I transferred to Texas State my sophomore year, and so that kind of transition period was really hard for me. Coming to the school without any friends and not really having anyone to lean on, it feels really isolating, especially when it's really hard to get involved with things on campus. And so I felt like I just kind of needed that built-in best friend, and I definitely feel like I got that. I think he's really taught me a lot for just being a little dog. I think he's taught me a lot about taking care of myself and relying on myself for a lot of things. Because like I said, when I got him, I didn't really have any friends, and so having him and, that being the only, person that I had to go to, I guess, kind of showed me that I can do a lot of things on my own. And he also really pushes me to take care of myself and do things for myself, because, I always have to feed him and always have to give him water and always have to take him outside. And so it's kind of at the end of the day, I deserve the same treatment for myself.